Hello and welcome to part 18 of the Elite Force 2 commentary, where we are trying to meet up with Telsia.
Rectech.
Hi, Telsia.
Glad you made it. You've been very busy lately.
Yeah, I've had a lot of research.
With the Idril woman.
You sound jealous.
You sound afraid.
Yeah, we really haven't been hanging out with the Idril woman, so I'm
Of
a little
us?
confused by your statement.
It happens off screen.
I realize we haven't had a lot of time to reconnect since I've been on the Enterprise.
It's not that, it's the Dallas.
The Dallas?
When I walked onto that death ship and saw the bodies, and when I learned you didn't make it to the safety of the station,
What?
Telsia, I thought you were dead.
We risk death together all the time in the Delta Quadrant.
But I never saw you dead.
That's so hard to take? Me appearing dead?
No, you being alive.
Explain that.
I wanted to get on with my life.
You're still alive and I can't stand it.
That I can't even think about losing you again.
Oh.
She's not much of a sweet talker, but she's easily impressed.
It's a terrible lesson. The exomorphs turning on their masters.
That's what we were talking about.
It's a good thing you convinced Crindo.
As
to
usual,
help
we
us.
will be
I
going
don't think
to
Sid would've made it
the,
much longer.
what's it called? Weapons training room. Can't remember what it's called.
The armory?
Yeah, the armory.
I have a new toy.
Because as usual, it's filler
Decade
before we get to
armory.
the next thing.
I still need to design a map for Star Trek Online, because watching the interior in this game, I mean, someone put a lot of effort into trying to recreate the Enterprise here. And STO just has the same generic, like, three-story
This is one
corridors.
Ship. It's one ship.
Yeah, but, I mean... So?
You don't have to design multiple ships or multiple characters.
Well, I mean, they have an Excelsior class in this game. The Constitution class is already in STO. The Galaxy class is not that difficult. You
I
could,
don't know. It's just
in Voyager
laziness.
Elite Force 1, you could tour all of it.
It's laziness.
We've replaced a photon burst with a quantum
Quantum.
Mother of
burst.
God.
Quantum torpedo.
How can I yield such power?
New holoprogram.
I would like to call this a the super rocket launcher, but I don't really use this weapon all that often.
But it's quantum torpedo.
I mean, I do use it. I don't use it all the time.
It's
Now, if
like-
you right click, you will get this little blue targeting retinal thing, and the beauty of it is that it will follow your the movement of your mouse. You can right click, turn back off, but if you have it on, if you move a mouse in like a direction, the quantum will follow it until it hits said thing. So that's pretty cool. Like if you miss, it'll hit a wall, but it'll make whatever it makes contact. So.
You're essentially hitting people with mini, torpedoes that knocked out a Borg sphere in 4 shots. Just like, oh, my insides are gone. They're just gone.
Almost as good as a Klingon.
Shoot him. Just shoot him. Make it look like an accident.
Barclay to Monroe.
We can finally move on and go to the what's it called?
I don't know. I haven't
Oh yeah,
played.
Klingon space station.
Klingon.
Klingon. And by Klingon, I mean he owns it, but it's not necessarily a Klingon space
I
station.
thought it was a Ferengi.
No. We're trying to make contact with a Ferengi who is on the Klingon. Space station.
Quark.
Deck 7 Shuttle Bay.
No, it's some other guy. Who's
Other
far more
Quark.
annoying.
There's no such thing.
Yes, there is. You'll meet him in a few.
I've met him. I played this game.
I played this game.
There's an arrow. God.
I mean, and space interiors are nice. It's just not much you can say about them. Space
But
interior.
they make it.
Yeah, no, I
feel
know.
like
I'm just
they're
saying
on
that
this.
there's really not much you can say about them. It's like, okay, it's a space
I
interior.
like them.
Hi, Lieutenant. The shuttle's
Eh,
powered up and ready.
You were the only one that we know has got hurt at the last minute.
What about what's his name that died? Francis or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Franklin.
Franklin.
Francis.
That
Too
guy.
much Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, you know, you have to admit, for 2003, the textures do hold up.
OMAG is on the starbase. He's agreed to meet Crindo. Take Crindo's shuttle to the meeting. We're keeping the Enterprise out of range of the starbase's sensors, so you'll be on your own.
I'm ready.
Make it sound like it's gonna be like a life or death thing. Whoa, did he just move?
No,
Oh,
I think so.
did. And we're taking this ugly ass shuttle to
Strip club.
Keep the engines hot, Sydney. We may have to leave in a hurry.
You got it.
Keep your weapons out of sight unless we need to defend ourselves.
Hopefully, OMAG will come quietly.
Okay, Crindo.
lead the way.
Is the bar part of the mission? No.
Okay, lead the way, Okay, fine. I guess I'll lead the way. They all have a bunch of little conversations. I'm not sure if most of them are references, but we're not gonna stay around to hear them.
This old star.
Fuck! How do doors work?
A man they call Jane.
Yes, I was actually trying to look around for a bit. I don't know.
Klingon.
Merchant humans.
No, I'm serious.
Now, there's actually a very cool Easter egg in the bar, which we will be witnessing.
Oh, I didn't know the Easter eggs existed in Star Trek.
Yep, right here. We'll see in a few seconds. Stay quiet for the reference.
I'm the commander of the transport vessel Kaitan. My friend here tells me you're looking for transportation?
Yes, indeed. If it's a big vessel.
Big vessel? The Kaitan is a Wudan-class transport vessel.
Should I know what that means?
And let's just say, it's big. I've outhauled Romulan starships, not just the D-cruisers either. I can carry more cargo than even the big D'Deridex-class ships. What's the cargo?
Only myself, 10 transport containers of domesticated targ, and no questions asked.
What's your destination?
Didn't I just say no questions asked? I'll provide you with the coordinates after we depart the station.
3,000 Latinum in advance, or no deal.
3,000? We could almost buy a Klingon bird of prey for that.
That's obvious, but I think where you're going, you'll need an experienced pilot.
I'm sure for that money, we could buy a pilot, too.
How about we give you 2,000 now, and another 2,000 when we reach our destination?
Now, for those who don't know, this is actually a reference from Star Wars, and the big reason why this reference exists is not only just a big sci-fi thing, but Raven has, of course, worked on Star Wars games. You know, they've did the whole Jedi Knight series, starting with Dark Forces. So it's kind of cool that they threw a little Star Wars Easter egg just by, you know, altering a few lines.
Yeah, this is the Mos Eisley Cantina scene.
Yeah,
You looking to
that's pretty nice.
She's pretty banger.
You couldn't handle me.
Fuck
What?
you two. Fuck you two.
How much to get into the VIP room?
Okay, this is probably like the dumbest thing in the whole game.
You'll have to beat our Nausicaan friend in melee combat.
Okay.
Thank you for teleporting that in my hand. This is so stupid. So not only do we have to do what?
Is it just me that all the textures on all the other people get really low?
Here's three things that I wonder. One, what's up with that little dialogue right there? Two, where the hell does this cage come from? And three, why? So yeah, remember earlier, like maybe in the second part of the whole game, when of the commentary, I said we'd probably only use this one more time. This is it. This is the only time you ever used the hand-to-hand combat, and something as stupid as that.
Okay, ow. Oh, alright. It's a ow. Oh, God. My insides, they're falling
There's no
out.
real reason to introduce that mechanic if you're going to use it once, and it's, like, pitiful.
Well, you could use it in multiplayer.
Who cares? Why would you use that over the gun?
The code to the VIP room. Come back when you want a job as a bouncer.
I just killed one of your employees.
No, he's still up against the wall. They just sewed his stuff back in.
Oh, yeah, you're sure.
What are you looking at, human?
I'm telling you, that guy is Ardrek Luxor.
Now, why would a famous rising...
And we are about to make contact with our...
The Borg.
Searching for his next
Yes.
bold new look.
Here?
Alright, listen to what Monroe says carefully.
There he is.
Walk over to him without looking back at us.
Okay. Sounds easy. Go over there without him noticing us.
Ah, Crindo. Sit down, my friend. Where did you find this new master control facility?
Where'd you find the old one?
What? All he did was sit down. We're like, you didn't make him notice us.
Good job distracting him as I slowly followed behind you.
The sharper the knife. Ferengi Rules of Acquisition number 48.
This character is so annoying.
Never heard of this
Now, to be fair, I guess this might be a Deep Space Nine thing, but I didn't know Ferengis had rules. And you're essentially going to be talking to him most of the time in this game, using rules quoted from the what?
Oh, the
Ferengi?
Rules of Acquisition.
Do they really quote that all the time?
Yeah, Quark did a lot, I think.
I don't know.
It's irritating.
What the control facility is.
Rule 85. Never let the competition know what you're thinking.
I don't intend to. And I've never heard of your master control facility.
You lying Ferengi!
Tell the truth, and they accuse you of lying. Just like Rule 285. No good deed ever goes unpunished.
And that's an old game. There's really no real natural stances. Probably because of the limitation of the Quake 3 engine.
How do we know you're telling the truth? Rule 181
Why is that guy
says
looking
not
at us?
even
He loves
dishonesty
you.
can tarnish the
Oh.
shine of profit.
Because I don't want to know.
The actual model to the Ferengi looks nice. His hands are blocky, but I mean, it's
My
2003.
customer would be afraid I'd sell it again. Why give him incentive to
The thing I don't really understand is why are we negotiating with this guy? Let's arrest him.
data from
Under what
old
cause?
and let my customer fiddle
Because he admitted that he had the shit.
actually find it.
But I gave you false data!
False data? Now who's the
We can
liar?
detain him for questions.
Of course I lied. I'm too smart to trust you.
But dumb enough to trust the shuttle I gave you. Rule 99. Trust is the biggest liability of all. Your shuttle transmitted all the real data to me.
You son of a...
Rule 31. Never make fun of a Ferengi's mother.
Insult something he cares about instead.
I'll kill you.
No, you won't.
That's something that's my job. I gotta kill him.
Are you the one-man army here? No,
Every
I am.
once in a while, declare peace.
But war is good for business. Rule 34. And here's
Well,
another rule.
we are now going on a goose chase to catch a fat Ferengi, and we'll catch you all in part 19.